participants. Is Sani? Sani, where is your assignment? Sani, where is your assignment? Sani Chausharya, where is your assignment? स्टूडेंट स्ट्रेंथ ज़्यादा है इसलिए Yes, Sani, you can also please leave, complete your assignment and then please join back. I'll give you 30 minutes of the time. I'll give you 30 minutes of time. Please leave, complete it and then join back. So others, you all can able to see my screen, no? And today we are going for the concrete design. Okay, so it is all about the concrete design I'm going. Anyways, I'll be giving you the time for today. Before 1 I need. Before 1 p.m. I need your assignments. आज का लेक्चर स्किप हो जाएगा, गिव मी टाइम. Yes, now we are going for the concrete design. So it is all on the analysis and design. So here you can see geometry, view, select, specification, loading and analysis and design we will have. So we can able to see here, no, it is all about the concrete. Can you see? So on the design command, it is all about the concrete that we will have. So it is all about steel as well as aluminium concrete. So now we will go for the concrete. So it is all the concrete design that we would be doing it from here, and the code book that we are going to use it for the concrete design will be IS 456. So the moment you're clicking on the concrete, I repeat, the moment you're clicking on the concrete and on the right side you can able to see the current code. It is all about IS 456. It is all about IS 456 that we will have. So it is all about on the current code, no, we have to choose, it is all about IS 456. now we are going for the procedure, no? So what will be the procedure that we will have, no? So it is all about the procedure that we can able to see. I'm sharing you my entire screen, and I wanted to I'm giving you the procedure. So it is all over here. So it is all about select parameters, and you have to define your parameters. Defining parameters means giving values. Giving values, and then after the values it is all being given, assigning values, and then design beam, and the designing your column, take off. Yes, this is the procedure. Okay, so this is the procedure that we have to give. So it is all about selecting the parameter, defining the parameter, and you have to give the values, assigning your values, designing beam and column, and then take off. Please make a note on the procedure for the concrete design. Requesting the all participants to please make a note. Okay, so everyone is noted, no? And now we are going for selecting the parameter. Now it is all about selecting the parameter that we will have. So whenever I normally go and select the parameters, no, we have certain parameters that we wanted to select it. So here we can able to see the dialog boxes that we get. These were all the parameters. By default it will be selected. Okay, but we don't want all these parameters. We want only selected parameters. So you can use this drop down menu and you can transfer it to the other side. You can transfer all the parameters to the available parameter, and it is all about the clear cover and only the cover. So it is all about the cover distance that we wanted to clear, and it is all about your depth and your compressive strength of your concrete and your FI main and it is all about your Fi secondary, and it is all your maximum main, maximum secondary, and it is all about your minimum main and minimum secondary, and it is all about your track, and then it is all about your width. So these were all the parameters that we wanted. Even I'll post it on the chat box as well, so you can go for the texting and you can just place it over here. So the parameters that we need. So just create a tabulation like this. Okay, I'm creating the tabulation, no? So create a tabulation, everyone. So one, it is all your parameter, and this one will be the value, and this one will be the direction. Okay, so here I'm going. So this one, it will be your parameters. In the first column you have to write it is your parameter, and in the next one you have to write it to be your value, and in the third one you're supposed to write it is all your direction. So parameters, value and direction that we will have. Again you can go for the first one. So here you first one, it will be your cover. First one will be the cover, and the second one will be your width. The second one will be the width, and then next one it will be your maximum main, minimum main, maximum secondary, minimum secondary, FC will be the compressive strength, and your Fy will be your yield strength of steel, and then it will be your depth, it is all about your tracking. So it is all about your cover with maximum main, minimum main, maximum secondary, minimum secondary, FC, Fi, depth, and then the track. So Fi main, Fi main, it is Fi secondary. Please make a note of all these parameters. Please make a note of all these parameters. So now I'm going for the value. Again I'm going to write in small text like this. And the cover distance, it will be 25 mm for your beams. It will be 25 mm for your beams and 40 mm for your columns. And your width is always calculated with your ZD. Width is always calculated with your ZD. Width is calculated as ZD. Okay, every time what ZD value you have given it in the sectional properties. I repeat, whenever you go for the width parameter, what is the ZD value you have given it in the properties dialog box. In the properties dialog box, and you have to give the same value over here. And the maximum main, now the maximum main, no, it will be your 16 mm, and your minimum main will be 12 mm rods, and your maximum main will be 10 mm, and your minimum main will be 8 mm, and your FC will be either it can be M20 or it can be M25 or it can be M30. So your grade of concrete which is equal to 20,000. So the value that you have to give, no, it will be 20,000, 25,000. You have to specify. And your FI main will be FE 415 and it will be FE 500 and it will be FE 550. And you can see, no, the value FI main, it will be 415,000 or it can be 500,000 or it can be 550,000. And the FI secondary again the same value. See, for all the secondary beams also, it is all being given the same value of 415, 415,000, 500. No, the same one, it is all being given. So FI main, so 415,000, 500,000, 550. So the same that we would be providing it for the FI secondary also, because all your secondary beams and even the stirrups also will have the same value, isn't it? So it is all the same one that we would be providing it. And this one, no, the depth, the value of YD in the properties. We have given the value of YD in the properties dialog box, no, the same you have to provide it over here. And tracking value should always be 1. It will be like 0, 1, 0, 1 and it will be 2. So you can see, no, so your tracking value will be 0, 1 and 2, no. So we can able to see 0, 1 and 2, the value that we would be giving it. And now it is for your directions. Subhendra, I'll tell you. Is this available in V8I? Yes, it is available. It Subhendra, yes, it is available in V8I. Shilpa, what do you want me to repeat it for the other time? Parameter section took from where? I will tell you, Subhendra. Mega, please wait. I'll tell you the values of 0, 1 and 2. And now I'm going for the direction. So for beams, it will be provided. So for beams, it is all your X and Z. So this will be your X and Z, and your columns will have Y, and your width Here you can see your width, no, Z is equal properties dialog box, and the same give it in X, Y and Z accordingly. Okay, you have to give X, Y and Z accordingly. And again this is also your X, Y and Z. So this is also your X, Y and Z, and this is also your X, Y and Z, X, Y and Z. Everything will be in the direction of X, Y and Z. Even your concrete, if it is all X, Y and Z, X direction, Y direction and Z direction, X, Y and Z. So you have to provide it in all. So only beams will be for X and Z and columns will be for Y, and remaining everything you'll be giving it in all the three directions but ZT. So your width alone it will be changed. So what width you have given it for the beams, in that direction you will be providing your width. Again your depth also the same way, in which direction you are supposed to provide, and the same direction you will be providing your width. So either it can be your depth or it can be your width, and you will be providing in that particular direction only. Okay, so it is all about the directions. Please make a note and let me go to the software and let me tell you. Please make a note, all the participants, and tell me. Please make a note, everyone, and please do tell me. So Harshini and Megha are done. How about others? How about others? Sandeep is also done. Subedra has noted it. Jafita has done. Chaudhary has done. Aishwarya has done. Priyanka. Signing. Okay, so you all has done, isn't it? So now I'm going back to my Staad Pro. So now I have selected all these parameters and I'm clicking on OK. So Subhendra had a doubt. So is it available in Staad V8i? Yes, it is available in Staad Pro V8i. And from where you can take it, no. So on the left side of your interface you can able to find a small option called as your design. On the left side you can able to see it is all about the design that you can able to find. So from there you can see your concrete will be there. Click on the concrete and there you can choose your IS456 and it can be given. So you have to provide or you have to give only from the left side. Designing will be there. Concrete, click on the concrete. On the left side your concrete will be there and click on the concrete and use the drop down menu and you can change the codebook to IS456. This is the most important because everyone will miss, because if you're using this design for the first time we will forget to choose the codebook on the right side. So we have to use this drop down menu and we can see that it is all about IS456 and the parameters has been selected. So the next doubt for Mega, what do we mean by the tracking? So tracking is something, no, you wanted to get the detailed output. I wanted to get the complete detailed output of my beam and column, the design detail I wanted to get, then I'll be going for the tracking option. Okay, tracking will always give us this complete detailed output, and 0, 1 and 2 will be the basic detailing you want or maybe incomplete detailing you want, and for each and every intermediate cross sections you wanted, and you can go for the beam and then the column design output you can able to do.
मेरे को फोन करते थे तो देख बोल में उसके बाद फोन काम ही नहीं आता। ये बात है, ये तो है, ये तो है। तुम लोग उसके बाद फोन काम में नहीं आता तो आदमी सोचता है कि इसको फोन करूँ क्या करूँ। ये तो है। हाँ कोई नहीं, आ जाएंगे शाम को। नहीं आज, आज नहीं, आज भी मुश्किल आएंगे। वो संजीव जी आ रहे हैं जयपुर। हाँ तो आ रहे हैं जयपुर आज। नहीं माधव जाएंगे। अब वो कितने भी आते हैं उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, क्योंकि वो मेरे हिसाब से 6 बजे निकलेंगे वहाँ से एयरपोर्ट से। तो मेरे हिसाब से 9 साढ़े 9 तो यहीं पहुँचेंगे इस चक्कर में।
Now we are
तो
going
क्या
for
वो इंटरव्यू है
defining.
पासपोर्ट का।
So now we are going for defining. So now can you see the clear?
हाँ
And I'm going to give the clear. So it is all 0.025. Guys,
मैं किशन
participants, please
सलीम सर
make a
डबल
note.
राजेश
See the value how
5।
I'm giving. Please don't
हाँ
change
कृष्ण और वो
anything. Please
7।
look at the unit very, very,
अरुण
very
अरुण
carefully,
अरुण
because
अरुण
if you're
मुझे अरुण
changing
था ना
the
हंस रहा
value,
था।
or if you're changing all these if
अरुण
you
अरुण
forget to
मुझे
note
हंस
the
रहा था ना मोटी
unit
मोटी
and
में,
you're giving it is
जिसने
all 25 mm only,
जिसने
no,
यार
because
उसने
people will do
वो
like this.
पनीर
I
बनाया
have
था।
seen many people, students, all, no, they will be doing like this. We'll always go and we'll give like 25
नहीं वो नहीं है,
because it is all
नहीं
25 mm. I told you, but please make a
वही
note
है।
very clear. It is all
अभी तो ठीक है, आपका आ जाने देखिए तो
0.025
बात
for
क्या
your
करते
beams, and you have to click on add. Again you have to go and
पवन
give
जी है,
40
पवन
mm,
जी
so
का
it
ना
is all
पवन जी दिया नहीं मैंने तो
0.04.
क्या
Again you have to click on add, and the depth, and I'm going for the depth. And here
पवन जी को
also you
अगर
can
मना
see
करते
the
तो भी
depth
मने,
default,
हाँ
it
करते
is
तो भी मने था
YD
पवन जी।
value
कुछ
defined
नहीं
in the
कहता।
member properties. Already I have given the member properties. So what is the YD value you have provided for your beams and columns? The same we have to
अच्छा
give it
अभी
over
आप
here.
पैसे
So
जमा
one,
करते
it is
हैं।
all 0.45 of my depth, and the other
मैं
one,
क्या करूँ, जाऊँ कि नहीं जाऊँ।
so the one I've given in the I will give. The next one is all my MC. The next one is all my MC, and I'm going for M20 concrete. So my compressive strength of my concrete at 28 days it will be 20,000. See the unit,
सही
it
बात
is in
है।
kilonewton per meter square. So you have to provide the value as
डाल दें।
20,000.
हाँ तो
So you have to
हाँ
provide the value
तो
as
बोला तो अपने मुंह से
20,000.
बोल देना एक बार तो पैसे की बात हो जाए।
Please make a note the
ये तो है,
compressive strength of concrete. It is all 20,000 kilonewton per
सही बात है।
meter square. Please look at the unit very, very carefully. And I
हाँ
am adding it.
पैसे
Suppose
कौन
if
दे।
it is M25 or if it is M30,
हाँ,
accordingly you have
नहीं
to
कोई
give
चक्कर भैया, जो
25,000 or
जो
you
पैसे
have to
बोलेगा वो
provide
पैसे देगा।
30,000. And next you should go
भाई
for the
किशन पैसे
FY
बोलेगा तो
main,
किशन पैसे दे।
and the yield strength of your main
मैं वही कह रहा हूँ
reinforcement
ना,
will
जो
be
मैंने बोलेगा वो
415
पैसे दे।
triple zero. I'm going for FE 415. So I'm going for
हम्म,
415 triple zero kilonewton per meter square. Please make a unit very, very, very carefully. If you
आपको
miss
कंफ्यूज
one
होता है
zero
करेंगे।
also, it will be an error
सही
in
बात है।
Stat Pro, and that is why I'm repeating it again, 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 and again. I'll hold on. So
सही बात है।
please make a note.
हम्म,
डिजाइन पैरामीटर कहाँ है ये? डिजाइन पैरामीटर, डिजाइन पैरामीटर।
हाँ ये रखना पड़ रहा है। हम्म, हम्म,
ये अभी तो लाया था यार।
हाँ
डिजाइन
ये तो है।
पैरामीटर।
And
इसको आपको समझ
I'm
नहीं
going to
चाहिए।
add it for my main reinforcement, which is 415 000, and the FI secondary again it is all 415 000. Again I will add.
सेकंड दो मुझे।
Again I'm going for maximum main. It is all 16 mm add, and your maximum secondary will be 12 add. Minimum main will be 10 mm I'm giving, and minimum secondary will be 8, and I'm adding it, and I'm going for the track. So here you can see very clearly the value of 0, 1 and 2.
नहीं तो उसमें क्या
Whenever
दिक्कत
you
है जमाने
provide
में
the
यार,
value
उसमें
of
भी किसी को
0,
दिखता
it
तो
will
चलेगा।
give you only the beam, and then the column design, only minimum details will be printed. Okay. Whenever you're
ये
going
तो
for
है।
your one, no, It will give you the beam design, your intermediate level. Okay, only the basic details that it would be giving it for you. But whenever you're going for your beam design, no, the complete detailing of your steel reinforcement, the complete detailing your
आप ऑफिस पहुंच गए
hogging,
क्या?
sagging moment, and what reinforcement you have to provide it at your if you take your beam length
हाँ
of,
कुछ
say for
बोलना तो आपको
example,
बताओ.
for 8 meters, or it can be for 4 meters, or it can be for 10 meters. The span length definitely it varies for each and everything. What happens is that, no, the entire beam, no, the entire span length or the entire beam length will be split, or it is all being calculated for 1 by 12th of the sections. So you will go for 1 by 12th of the section, and you will be providing your reinforcement, and that can be provided. And now you can click on to, and you can add it. Okay, again I'm going for the width. Again I can go for the width. It is all about 0.23. Again I'm adding. Again I'm going for 0.3 of my width. Again I'm adding it. Now close. First we have selected all the parameters, and we have given all the values, and that is why in the procedure also, in the procedure I have told you, it is all selecting the parameter, defining the parameter. Defining the parameter is nothing but giving your value, and then you have to assign your values to your beams and columns. And it is all assigning the values, designing beam in the column, and then for the takeoff. And now it is all being added. Now you can close this. Mega, hope your conditions for giving the value of 0, 1 and 2, it is all very clear. In what condition we are giving 0, 1, 2 values for track, like 0 to get the minimum details, is that so? Yes. Yeah. What doubt you have, Subhendra? Subhendra, I request you to please listen. Don't practice while I'm teaching. Subhendra, please don't practice while teaching. Please listen very carefully to the parameters what I select and how do I give. So I have added two depth of 0.45. So one I'm just editing it. So first you have to go to the select parameters and select the parameters that is required for beam and then the column design. Then you can go for defining the parameter, give the exact value. Okay, give the exact value clear, depth, and your FC, your FY main, your FY secondary. You have to provide the values and you have to click on add. The moment it is all being added, and on the right side you can able to see all these on the right side, the exact values. Okay, and also Mega and also the other participants, what should be the track value we have to give? No, it should be your 2. So I have told you, like, it is all about what 0, 1, 2, it is available in Staad. But in the industries, whenever we go for creating an industrial project, no, people need the entire details, their hogging, sagging, their reinforcement details. So make sure that you're giving your track parameter to be your 2. Okay. Yes. Subhendra, already I have given, these were all the values I have provided it. I hope did you make a note of this dialog box, Subhendra? Noted, no? The same value. So it is all about your 25 of your beams we wanted, and the column, it is all about 40 for the columns. Your ZD, your 1612, the same I have provided over here on the defining. So clear your depth, your FC, your FI main, your FI secondary, maximum main, maximum secondary, minimum main, minimum secondary, tracking, and then the width.
मॉर्निंग गुड मॉर्निंग एकदम बढ़िया हमारे तो कल कल फोन तो नहीं किया शाम को अच्छा सही है उसका क्या हुआ मेरे काम का था ना एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट का एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट अरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट 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 अरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट नहीं डिस्ट्रिक्ट डिस्ट्रिक्ट अरे वो उसके लिए बात हुई ना पासबुक के लिए डिस्ट्रिक्ट की
Okay, I hope. So now I'm selecting the parameters on the right side. So it is all about clear 25 mm, isn't it? So we can go for the select and beams parallel to X. So it is all
तू तो
beams
पूरे
parallel.
राजस्थान का बता ना
So it is all beams parallel to X and Z.
है
So you have to select your parameter and you have to select your
हाँ तो मेरे
beams
को एक
parallel
डिस्ट्रिक्ट
to
देखना
X and Z, and you should go to assign to selected beams, assign and yes. So this will be assigned. Again,
बस एकदम बढ़िया
again it is all about your Y.
तो
Can
बैंक
you see
अकाउंट जाऊंगा
I'm
तो बैंक
selecting
अकाउंट
the
खत्म
40
करेगा यार
mm
बनाना
clear
पासपोर्ट
distance. So you have to select beams parallel to
हाँ
Y. So it is all beams parallel to Y, and you can go for assign to selected beams and you can just click on yes. So
तो वहाँ भी नहीं आ
automatically
रहा
it will be assigned.
फिर तो भाई मेरा ध्यान है ना तू हाँ नहीं तू छुट्टी बना देंगे
So now I'm selecting the depth of 0.45 and it is all beams parallel to Y. So because column will
बस
always
एकदम
have the
बढ़िया
higher depth than the beams. So I'm going for my depth of 0.45.
बस
I'm just sending it.
अरे तो पैसे तो ट्रांसफर करें यार पहले
Again you can go for the depth. Again you can
हम्म,
go for the beams
हम्म,
parallel to X as well as beams parallel to Z, which has a depth of
हम्म।
0.3, and I'm clicking on yes. Again I'm going for compressive strength of concrete. Again I'll go
तो
for
कमरा लेना
assign to
कमरा
view
कमरा
and I'm clicking on assign and I'm clicking on yes.
हम्म,
Again we will go for FI main
लेने
and it is all assigning. Okay,
लेने
because your FI main, your FI secondary, and it is all assigning to view and assign, and we'll be clicking on
लेने
yes.
लेने
So we have compressive strength, we have main FI main, so all these we can able to see. So it is all maximum main. So maximum main, maximum secondary,
वो तो मिल
everything we
जाएगा
would
पैसा
be assigning it to the complete the entire
मिल
view
जाएगा
only. So it is all maximum secondary, and then it is all the minimum secondary, and it is all about the minimum main, minimum secondary, everything we are supposed to give it for the entire structure, because no, we do have these stirrups and we will have the ties as well.
सही बात है
Accordingly it will be changed. Again you can go for the tracking. So it is
तू
all
जाया
about
भी
the
मेरे को
track
बता
value, and the track value also should be assigned to the entire view. Again we will go for the width of
बस
0.23,
एकदम बढ़िया
and the width of 0.23 will be beams parallel to X and Z, and it will be assigned. So it will be assigned. Again we will go for the depth, and it is all parallel to your
कुछ नहीं
Y,
लगे हुए हैं फोन में
and it is all being assigned. So it is all of your clear distance. So beams parallel to X and Y depth, and it is all about the compressive strength of the concrete, FI main, FI secondary,
ऑफिस में बताइए
maximum main, minimum secondary,
ऑफिस
tracking with all these you can able to see. Again we will go for the command. So on the third one, it is all about the command that we have to give. So whenever you're clicking on the command, so you can go for the design beam, and you can go for the design column, and it is all about the takeoff.
आदमी
and
भाई
you
बन
can
गया
close. So it is all about the design beam, design column. So it is all about the takeoff that we will go.
बस मैं तो बेटा 10 मिनट में कॉल कर रहा हूँ 1 मिनट ठीक है ठीक
So you can go for designing beam. So you can go for designing beam. Select your design beam and you can go for beams parallel to X and it is all beams parallel to Z and you can go for assigning. Again you can go for design column and parallel to Y and you can go for assigning and that will be assigned. So on the commands, the last one you can see it is all about the command, designing beam, designing column and it is all about your takeoff that we can able to see. So that will be added. Okay. So now already I have given my analysis or print, perform analysis print all is being given and now I'll go for running up of the analysis. So do you all have any doubts till now? Do you all have any doubts till now? Till now on defining, giving the value, assigning, commands, everything. Do you all have any doubts? Okay, Aishwarya has no doubts. Shilpa has no doubts. Shilpa, Sanvi, Megha, Sandeep. On the command, Harshini, commands, and you can see design commands dialog box you will get. You can select your design beam and you have to click on add. Again you have to select your design column and you have to add. Again you can go for the takeoff. Again you can add. You have to add. And whenever you have your question mark, normally whenever you see the question mark, it means it is not assigned to your structure. Whenever you have the green tick mark, it means it is all being assigned to your structures. Now is it clear for you? Now is it clear for you? If you're going for you're adding, no, takeoff, by default your takeoff will be assigned. You need not want to assign. Suppose if I'm selecting the design beam and if I'm clicking on add and when I close this and I can see like here there comes in small question mark design beam. So select your command. On the select menu you will have your beams panel. You have to go to beams parallel to X and you have to go for beams parallel to Z and your assignment method will be assign to selected beams and you have to click on assign, then it will be assigned. If all the commands you have to assign it in such a way, you have to select your clear and it is all for 25 mm. Again you have to go for the select. Again you can go for your beams parallel to X as well as to Z and you can able to see automatically the assignment method will be shifted to assign to selected beams, then you can able to assign it. Now is it clear for you? No, for the clear of 25 mm, it is for beams, no. And this, as I've told you, the directions here, no. Your beams will be given only to your X and Z direction, and your columns of 40 mm will be given only for the Y direction, and rest it is all the three directions. Whenever you want to apply it for all the three direction, then you have to go for ascend to view. whenever we go for the FI main FC 2000 the compressive strength, then you have to go for your SN2 union. That is why this tabulation is being given over here. So these were all the parameters that you have to select for beam and then the column design. These were all the default values that you have to provide it for the column design, and this is what the directions that we have to provide it. This one is called as your concrete design and Staad Pro. According to the syllabus, we have the concrete design and Staad Pro, beam and then the column design, the design parameters and specifying your design parameter, your command and then the results. Okay, so these were all the parameters we have to give, and we have to specify the value, and then we have to go for the commands. Okay, and now I'm going for analyzing. Let me analyze and I'll show you the values as well. Zero error is there, but though I have some warnings, section fails while detailing. Okay, we'll check. So I'm going for the concrete design. So this is all about your designing which we can able to get. Can you see? So for the beam, so beam number 2, and since I gave the tracking value of 0, summary of your reinforcement area that we would be providing it. So it is all of 0, 300, everything. But we can see that on the error list, so the cross section that it fails. Can you see? The cross section that it fails for all the loading it has been applied, which means we have to change the cross section. If it is getting failed, let me come down for all the beam. Your beam number 4, and it is end result, and it is all for the length, and it is all for M20 as for your FE415 main, and the secondary beams also it is your FE415, and your length you can able to see the length of your beam, it is all 5 meters, and you can able to see the shear value, and for your distance of for the span length of 1250, and this is your hogging and then the sagging moment, and your shear value, positive bending moment towards X, and all these you can able to give for the load case number 11. And this is all about the reinforcement. At the starting you have to provide 6 numbers of 16 diameter, and your stirrups it is all two legged. No, you can say how much legs do we have, so it is all of two legged we will have, and it is all of 8 diameter, and the spacing between the stirrups, no, it is all your, so it is all about 105 So it is all of 105 that we would be providing it. So it is all 8 diameter at 105, and you can able to see all the results. And your beam number 6, 230 by 300 cover it is all 25. Your section fails while detailing, and this also it fails. So let me go. I'll go to the property. I'll go to edit, and I'm changing this into 0.3. And all these depth I'm changing because it is getting failed, no, so we are supposed to change only the depth. Whenever it is getting failed, then we are supposed to change only the depth. Again, I think it is getting failed. Let me check. I'll go for the concrete design. Two 30 by 300. Again, it is getting failed. 300. Few beams it is getting failed. No, so let me see all the beams. Your beam number 339. Column everything, I think it is getting passed. Unable to accommodate the reinforcement. Warning. So again I'm going back to property, and the columns are very heavy here. I'm editing it, changing the depth to 0.45. And again going for the edit, I'm going for the depth of 0.6. And again I'm going back to run analysis because I wanted to get it passed, no? It should not get failed in my designing. We have given the cover as 30 mm. Why is it so? We have given 25 mm for the beams. Yes, 25 mm for the beams we have given. It has taken the rounding off value. That's it. Yes, all the column has been passed. Reinforcement percentage exceeds maximum limit. Unable to accommodate your reinforcements. Concrete. Again I'm going for the loading, and on design now concrete, and here I'm going to change my depth for the columns. Now it is all 0.3 and I'm modifying it. Again the width, again I have modified my width to 0.3. Let me check back and come. I'll go, yes, it is all 0.3, and everything I'm changing it to 0.3 by 0.3. Okay, reinforcement exceeds maximum limit, isn't it? So for that, what we are going to do is that on the concrete part, and I'm going for the select parameters, and I'm going to add one more extra parameter. Take everything, and here you can able to see the reinforcement percentage, maximum reinforcement percentage of the longitudinal reinforcement. We have one more option where the reinforcement, if it is getting failed, and you can able to see maximum percentage of the longitudinal reinforcement, click OK. And now you can go for defining the parameter. It should be 4 only, you according to the code book, and we have to give maximum 4 percentage of the longitudinal reinforcement. That is all being allowed, it is a rule. And we have to click on add, and you can click on close, and you can able to see it is the ratio 4 percentage, it is there, no? And go to your select, and it is all beams parallel to your y direction. Again you can go for assigning, and you can click on assign yes, so it will be assigned. Again you go and run your analysis. Now I can go for view output file. Depth, let me change it to 0.6, assign. And this depth, let me change it to 0.45. Closing. Again rerunning the analysis. Yeah. So now I'm going for the view output file. See, now the warning has been reduced. So it is all only the unable to accommodate your reinforcement. So we have given the value, so it is all unable to accommodate the reinforcement, isn't it? So again we will come back. Ratio also being added for all the columns. I'm just changing only the depth and then the width. Yeah. So now you can go for view output file. Again I'll go for the error list. I have now there is only 8 columns it is getting failed. So we will check the column number, and we will change the reinforcement and the depth only for that. Okay. You need not want to worry about the messages. There are 0 error, and it is all only the warning, and now it is only the 8 warnings you're getting unable to accommodate the required reinforcement. Now I'm going for the concrete design. And here you can able to see the beam number. So it is all about your shear and your hogging and then the sagging, and it is all about your reinforcement area, and then it is all about your shear design results and your IS 456 limit state method, and your beam number will be your 4, and you can see your reinforcement area of legs, what will be the leg and what is the diameter that we wanted to apply it. Again we can go for the limit state method, and it is all of your reinforcement area for your beams as well as for the columns. You can able to get it. I'm just coming down for my columns to show you one. So this is all for your columns. You can see this is the detailing that we would be getting it for the column. So the column number will be 912, and length will be 3000. Your cross section will be 450 by 600. Cover will be 40 mm, and your joint is in short column, and the moments that we are providing it will be 68 and 6, and due to the minimum eccentricity it is all about 9. and your total design moments you can able to see, and what is the steel area, what will be the concrete area, how you want to provide your main reinforcement, and how you want to provide your tie reinforcement also. And at the bottom you can able to see what is your PUZ and what will be your MUZ and MU1, and your interaction ratio is 0.65 as per the class of 39.6 IS 456-2000. Because this interaction ratio and the interaction curve, it will be even in your ETABS also. It will be there in your ETABS too. So here you will be getting it in the percentage, and whenever it is all being failed, no, please make a note of that concrete column number and then change the depth. And at the bottom you can see the total volume of concrete I do need. It is all 920.2 cubic meter, and 8 mm dia will be 10 mm dia. What will be the weight in Newton? I wanted to purchase it, your 12 mm and then the 16 mm. So this is what we would be seeing it at the bottom. So Priyanka has set out how to assign the depth. Priyanka, you're asking about which depth assigning. Is it all in the properties or is it all in the concrete design? Priyanka's doubt how to assign the depth. So you're asking how to assign the depth in the properties tab, or you're asking how to assign the depth in the concrete design. So here you can able to see we would have selected the parameter of depth. Okay, here you can see that we will have the depth. So you can take your depth and move it, and on the defining you have to give the value of your depth. So what value you should give? Can you see the default is YD value? So where is this YD value? On the property, and here you're going for the YD value. No, the same YD value you have to give it on the analysis as well as on your design part. So once your depth it is all being added over here, select your depth, go to select menu, beams parallel to Y. Okay. Once the depth it is all being added, you have to select your depth and you should go for your beams, and it is all parallel to your X as well as your Z. And that will be assigned, because here you can able to see your depth, your tick mark, and you can see that it will be assigned. And also please make a note, whenever you get any warning of unable to provide the reinforcement for your columns and the maximum limit it is getting exceeded, if there are any errors like that, then what parameter you have to select? You have to select the parameter of ratio. I repeat, whenever you have the error like how do I get the maximum the reinforcement cannot be provided and it exceeds the minimum value, all that we have got it, no. So whenever you got all these values and you can able to see, no, you will have your ratio, and you can just transfer your ratio part, no, just transfer the ratio part to the selected parameter and you can click OK. Again over here on the ratio, select it. Again you can go for the defining, and the maximum percentage for the longitudinal allowable one will be 4% only, and it will be your 4%. Priyanka, your doubt is clear?
Ratio. Five.
Okay. So Mega, here cover is shown as 30. Why it is so? We have given 20 mm for the beams. Exactly. It is all only 20 mm we have given it for the beams, but it has taken the rounding up of the value. The 5 mm rounding it has been taken. So let me change it to 20 now. Let me give the value of cover distance to 20. Now it has been changed to 20. Now you go and run the analysis. and view output file.
Octopus है?
I'm just checking the concrete design here on my Staad editor.
टाइगर ब्लू लगा
क्या चीज़?
ये जगह टाइगर ब्लू लगा
इस जगह मुझे देखो, ये हेलमेट वहाँ पर रखा हुआ है, वो इधर रख लो और बाकी पैम्पलेट हटा दो। बाकी तो कुछ बुरा नहीं है।
So depth
ये हेलमेट है ना,
clear.
जो उधर रखे हुए हैं वो साथ एक साथ ही रख दो, या फिर एक काम
I'm
करो,
saving all
हमारे बैगों
these
के साथ में रख दिया करो,
and
वैसे
I'm
बैग
running just cross checking. Nothing I have changed. I'm just cross checking it. That's it.
ये अकाउंटेंट का आता नहीं है काम में लैपटॉप लाना लगे ये सिस्टम पीछे कीबोर्ड पीछे ये तार पीछे ठीक है फ्लैट पीछे हेलमेट पूरे अंदर आ जाएंगे इसमें ये देख खाली जाएगी है ना चेक करने के लिए सिस्टम इधर है ना सर सर मेरे को 20 रुपये एकदम गुड मूड हो गया 20 रुपये एकदम गुड मूड हो गया सारे चीज़ें एक दे देंगे तो कब बोले मुझे भैया आ रही क्या बोल
Yeah, can you see now the beam? It has been changed to 40. Can you see? I have just changed it to 40. So the cover distance. So now I'm just closing this. Again, I'm going for the defining the parameter for the clear, and it is all about my 25, no? So I'm going for 25. So I'm just adding it. Add, and I'm closing. When it is all being added for the twice, now you can select X and Y, go for assigning, assign, analyze.
मेरे को भगा देगी और कुछ भी।
8 बजे तक जाएंगे।
क्या क्या क्यों क्या पूछ रही थी?
मैं क्यों से बात करूँ?
पता ही नहीं क्या पूछ रही थी।
ये क्या क्या बिजनेस क्या कर रहा है? क्या कर रहा है? वो इस तरह ये तो क्या मतलब तो क्या है? मैं मंदी में नहीं बोलते हैं कि गुरुवार को उठी। नो 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 राहुल को बोला है क्या कर रहे हो भैया? मैंने भैया मुझे हाथ नहीं आया। मैंने कल भी बोला था कॉलेज था, कल भी हाथ नहीं लगाया, तो कल लो से मैंने आज ही हाथ नहीं आया। हाँ भैया मतलब मैंने गुरुवार से वही चल रहा था, तुम्हें मालूम है। हाँ भैया तो मतलब आपसे क्या मतलब है? मैं नहीं लग रहा मैंने बोल दिया।
I'm just saving it again
हेलो
because I have just
गुड
given
मॉर्निंग गुड
both
मॉर्निंग
no,
मैंने
so
उनको
that
नंबर दे
is
दिया
why
है,
it is
वो
not
ऐसे
taking
मीटिंग
it.
में है।
So I'm running
उन्होंने
my
कहा बोले आप मेरे को नंबर
analysis
दे दो, मैं अपना
where it
पीओ की फ़ोन कर
now it
दूंगा
will
इसलिए
get
तो वो आपको फ़ोन
changed
कर लेंगे।
because I'm just changing it on the analysis output at the
इवनिंग में
start.
करा
Can you see the clear cover? It comes over there on the clear cover part.
नहीं
There you
मैं
change
शेयर
it
कर दूंगा
because whenever you're adding it something on the twice, no man, that will be a big headache thing. The error that it comes for us as well. So when we come down a little, the concrete beam, no, just double clicking. Can you see now it is all 30 mm of the cover, which I have changed it. Can you see? Just suppose like mega, you are giving it to be 25 and that is not getting changed. Go to your Staad editor. Okay, I'm just closing this and go to the utilities and you can go for the command file. Just come down a little over here, just a normal one, and at the bottom you will have all these, no, you will have all these over here.
मैं इंट्रोडक्शन में रहा।
So here you will have your FI main, FI secondary tracking, everything, no. So here you will be providing like I'm just giving, so it is all about 0.03. I have changed it to 0.025, but I'm changing it to 0.03 and I'm giving it as all. So now I'm saving it because if you're changing it from there, it is not getting updated. So come back to your Staad
तो
editor,
बता देना तो क्या
clear
होगा।
will be
जब
there.
ऑटोकेट
No,
किया
the
ये
cover
है, ये
distance
मुझे
clear
बताने की
will
मुझे
be
जरूरत
there.
नहीं
So you can
है।
go for the
टाइम
clear
करके
of
मुझे बता रहा हूँ।
0.03 or
ये तो बता
now
दिया,
you
कह रहा तुम
close
दोबारा
again, you
बता दो।
rerun the analysis and that will be changed automatically. And that will be changed automatically. It is not visible. Guys, my screen is not visible. So viewing up of my output file and again we will come down. Let it get red.
आगे देखो
On the beam.
मैं तो बोल रहा है वो ढूंढ
Now
दे
you
रहा है
can see
वो
it
इधर
is
आ रहा
all
है
about 30.
काम
Either it
काम जा
can
रहा
be
है
your
ये
40 or 50, though you are changing it on your parameters. If it is not getting changed, go directly to your utilities and you can able to change it from there. And Harshini has the next doubt. If I give run analysis, I'm not getting this dialog box
शाम को
or
बात कर
that
लो आएगी
run
तो
analysis option is locked. Can I know why I am getting like this? Because
ठीक
the analysis has not been enabled. What version you're using it, Harshini? What version of Stat Pro is that? Did you enable your Indian codes at the front, and you have enabled all the advanced topic, your concrete design, everything in the front, your Indian codes, as well as did you enabled your Stat Pro license as well for the same? Enable your license. If it is getting blocked, then the license has not been enabled. Enable the license, then since enable your license, Harshini, and that is why the analysis, you're not getting the analysis. Yes, Stat Pro license not done, no, and that is why the analysis is not being performed and also the design. Any other doubts do you all have on the designing? In any other doubts do you all have in the designing? Megha, hope your doubt is clarified. Okay, so it is all clear now. Okay, let's take a break for 15 minutes and we will be back by 11 o'clock. Let's take break for 15 minutes and we'll be back by 11.
हेलो बात हुई उससे कह रहा है मुझे शर्ट जाके भी बात करना पूरी करनी मुझे मैं टाइम में रुकूंगा कि मेरे नाश्ते में बोला हम पूरी करनी है तो उससे मुझे रुकूंगा नहीं था फिर चलो दिखता नहीं आ रहा है मैं एक घंटे गया था हाँ ठीक है होगी रात को, सुबह होगी रात को, अब फोन ही नहीं उठाता। क्या भाई माल छोड़ा तो मुझे जानता है ना, तो घर जानता है ना, जाएगा नहीं तो। हाँ, और मेरे को एक बार वो फोटो खींच के भेज, उसको ये मेरा जो कार्टून छोड़ के आया था ना संजीव जी के, जावा उसमें संजीव जी के कार्टून छोड़ के आया था, उसमें फोटो खींच के भेज, किसी बोल रहे एक मेरे को था ये परीक्षित जी को फैक्ट्री में कार्टन दिए थे, उसके बाद में ये किए ना मेरे कार्टून, ये ना है जो फैक्ट्री दी उसके बाद में उनकी फैक्ट्री 30 कार्टन छोड़ के आए थे ना, उसके बाद में ये ना है इंजीनियर्स कॉलोनी में छोड़े थे ना। हाँ, तो ये उनकी तो 30 कार्टन, तो उसके बाद फैक्ट्री के बाद में ये था ना लास्ट। ठीक है, और इनका पेमेंट कब कब आया वो एक बार फिर देखिए, मेरे को तो याद हो रहा है कि कब कब आया था इनका पेमेंट। हाँ, और मेरे को उसकी वो संजीव जी की वो भेज एक बार जल्दी। हाँ रोशन जी, हेलो, हाँ रोशन जी, हेलो, हाँ रोशन जी, बताओ बताओ। मुलाकात कल होगी, आज तो नहीं होगी, आज के लिए कोई आया हुआ है गेस्ट, तो चक्कर में आज उनके साथ में है, कल होगी। आप आए थे, उस दिन भी नहीं आए आप। नहीं तो आपका तो हो जाएगा ना, अब पाँच आपका टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, 5 से 7 बोलेंगे आपको, 5 से 7 के बीच में आप 8 को फोन किया करो मेरे को कि मेरा आया नहीं। क्या नहीं, लास्ट वीक वाला आ तो गया था। चलो मैं ये तो कर ये तो करता हूँ, और फिर कल शाम को अपन मिलते हैं, ये तो मैं आज करता हूँ। एक बात बता मेरे को, 30 गए थे कि 20 गए थे योगा सिंगिंग गार्डन मानसरोवर सुनने तक नियरेस्ट बॉडी में 20 गए थे ना? अरे उसमें देख 20 लेके आए थे। हाँ तो 30 बता रहा मेरे को वो। हाँ पूर्ण, तो पूर्ण 30 को बता रहा मेरे को। ठीक है, अब वो संजीव जी आप देंगे कोई हिसाब नहीं पड़ेगा। यार मानसरोवर छोड़ के आया था ना तू गार्डन में, उसमें ऐसे 11 तो 500 में ठीक है, रेट के दिन में उसमें 20 और 50।